Hello there everyone, and welcome back to Mountain Blade Warband with the Between Empires mod. So, last time around, we found ourselves on the French front, and we took the two remaining areas under control of the French Republic. Since then, I was moving to try and reduce the number of wars that I was in, as we were starting to gain quite a bit of unfavorable public opinion, let's say. So if we go to the internal politics menu, we can see that the socialist movement is up to 44%, and the military of that, I think that's what it means. I've been saying it, but I don't know for certain that that's what it is, but I'm guessing. The military of that movement is at 46%. So we want to reduce that, and I think the best way to reduce that is to temporarily, set us at a peace, a long-lasting peace, hopefully, and then we need to end quite a bit of wars. So currently we are at war with... So yeah, what I should say is that's why I'm down here, to fight the Serbians, one of the longest conflicts, which I haven't bothered doing anything at whatsoever. And also, yeah, just my luck. I'm going here, thinking I'll spend all my effort, all my thought, and, everything on dealing with the Serbians. We'll see where we end up with that, but on my way, what do you think Austria does? Declare war on Russia. So, as always, wherever I go on an expedition to fight anyone, somehow I end up fighting the Russians again, and most likely we'll see me having to go to the Eastern Front once more to deal with a Russian threat. We'll see how long that lasts for, but yeah. Back to the issue at hand, the number of nations that I'm at war with. So, faction relationship report. So, Russian Empire, yes. British Empire, yes. Emirate of Afghanistan, and Serbia. We're gonna go ahead and quite a few of these. I've been gaining cooperative sentiments all over the place. Quite a bit here in Scandinavia, but then also Switzerland, the Netherlands, obviously my ally Austria-Hungary back to 96. They were at low 84 before, but they're now loyal, and we have quite a few that have turned supportive mostly. As I said, Scandinavia looks favorable towards me, or at least Sweden is leading with 30. Norway with 17, and then Denmark at 28. Not actually in descending order, because Norway would have been the last there. Also, I should say here that I sped up the time that the campaign is progressing at. So last time, or the other episodes have all been in 1914, and that is, since I switched to the different version, it's all been in 1914. But since the time for the technology was taking so long and everything, factories being built was taking it's taking forever. I decided to switch it up, temporarily switch it up, to gain some time there. And I guess I just almost jumped a year without noticing, because we were at 1914... sort of, I can't remember, but I guess kind of at the end of it. It's 1950, October the 5th. October the 5th, 1915. So yeah, it's gone quite a bit. Technology-wise, we're about 7% away from getting gas attacks, so that will be nice. I'm hopefully also gonna charge ahead a little bit, and will actually be able to see the last technology, which is what's it called? It's the stormtroop tactic, shock troops. It is where you're supposed to be able to use grenades. I wonder if it actually gives Me grenades, or as it just says here, it unlocks grenade attack ability. So it's similar to, you know, digging in. Like, I have to move the troops close, click a button, and then everyone kind of throws grenades or something. I don't know how it works, so that's going to be quite interesting. With all of that said, before we go ahead and end the war with Serbia here by attacking, I thought that I would go ahead and do some politics. And we want to reduce it. And I was looking through all of the different things, and one thing that I think everyone can agree to is child labor laws. So right here we have it allowed currently, that children are allowed to work. Now, working sort of, you know, helping your parents, you know, collect potatoes or whatever, might be hard, but I think the most dangerous thing is putting children in factories and turning their fingers into sausage meat. So that's really where we want to... And also, I mean, we're not going to be... The government in 1915 is not going to be able to send people out to the farms to check if the kids are, you know, hauling around a bunch of potatoes or whatever. It's mostly making sure, I guess, that they're not in the factories, as I said, turning their fingers into sausage meat. So we want to reduce that, and I think that, you know, giving some will give me some points towards reducing this. Even though I imagine these guys, I don't really that much care about children that much. I think it's mostly trade unions, minimum wage, working hours and stuff like that. Minimum wage and stuff. So we'll see. But I'm thinking we're gonna outlaw it, and hopefully we'll reduce some points here. And the bill rejected. Only the Social Democratic Party voted for it, 19%. So the Social Democratic Party voted for it, and then because they've 12 in influence, but 19 voted for it. Could it be that... I've noticed this also, parliament composition versus executive branch. So the executive branch has a lot of National Liberal Party, more so, and their actual strength in the parliament. The Progress Party seem to be very similar. The Social Democrats is probably the biggest there, where they have like 3 times as much power in parliament as they've actually got representation in the executive branch, and a little bit lower here for the conservative. So only the Social Democrats decided to vote for my law to outlaw child labor. I don't know, I like everyone, even the Progress Party. You would think that the Progress Party would, but I guess that's not really their interest. Their interest, party represents interest of less wealthy bourgeoisie. Okay, so they definitely don't have kids working in the factories, and they don't give a shit. So it's all like, seeking a hard limit on military spending in Prussia and Germany. Okay, so we don't really like them then. What are these? Defined the common ideal, liberalism and nationalism. Emphasize power of the state in order to enforce its own power over its citizens. National Liberal Party usually support aggressive foreign policy while standing for liberalization in the economic field. Social welfare is also popular among German liberals. Okay. But liberalization of the economic field, does not include what are the conservative. I just imagine they just like hang them all kind of stuff. Standing against the fledgling German welfare state and the SPD conservative are also support imperialist expansion, seeking the illusion place in the sun, and supporting governmental chauvinistic foreign policy. Traditionalism, protectionism, all this kind of stuff. And the Social Democrats. I guess I can maybe I can restrict it. Who's gonna vote for restricting it? Okay, so we were able to gain votes for restricting it. Conservatives still having none of it, but we got 78% of parliament to vote for it. And as you saw, militarism, reduced by 10% because it's restricted now. So I guess we give them protective gloves or something. I'm not sure. The gloves for kids is the slogan, and we were able to restrict it. How's the French? The French still allow it. Pfft, barbarians. We need to declare war on them next. French Commune? Is there anyone else who's outlawed child labor? I just want to go through here. No one. Yeah, wait. There was someone. It's outlawed. The French Commune has outlawed it. Good minimum wage. 8-hour workday. 8-hour workday. That's very progressive of them. For the time. Heavy censorship of the press. To be expected. Partially elected. So they're not right. So the only one besides us that care about children is the communists. Great. With that said, we've reduced it a little bit. We're gonna see about ending a lot of these wars. But first, we need to shoot some Serbians. So the Serbians kind of open themselves to ad nauseum. They keep asking, and I keep rejecting. It's like, I guess it's like it's 1 a.m. and I'm the only girl left in the bar, and they simply won't say no. So time to pull out the pepper spray or something. We're gonna go ahead and take this, hopefully, and we'll go from there. Besiege the town. And we're ready. We laid the assault. I don't know if you noticed, because I clicked. I might have cut it away, or I clicked too early. But the time it took to attack or prepare the siege or launch our attack was 69 hours. I don't know why, but this mod keeps throwing the number 69 at me all the time. I don't know what it's trying to say here, or it's just me noticing it everywhere. Could have been any odd number, but it seems like it's always 69 troops. It's always, and now 69 hours to conduct it. Anyways, enough of that. Let's lead my men in an assault against the Serbians. And there we are. First things first. Move into single row formation. Get the cannons going early on. Stop the machine guns from running in and dying. And then, getting the troops up, we're gonna do as we always do. And we're gonna focus onto this redoubt right here. Because they usually always put the most troops there, don't they? Ooh, we had a nasty hit in among our cannons. We have a surprisingly high amount of field guns here. We have 3 of them. Okay, so these definitely needs to be moved so they can fire on this. 3 of them, that's gonna be a substantial, make a substantial difference. Oh shit, I didn't notice that guy right there. Hello, can someone shoot him? Hello. Someone, please. Shoot, Serbian Rambo. Somewhat. There we go. Also, it was with our own machine gun, or I mean, not probably not ours. He didn't take ours, but it was the same make as the machine guns we use, which has me a bit annoyed. Also, the fact that so many are stuck in the trench. We're gonna get the machine gunners out and over there. Now we're just kind of safe here. I can move out the cannons. So they should get a direct, should be able to get some direct hits towards this location. Let's see, where's the machine guns? Machine guns. I want you to run through there, and you should hopefully be able to get through the trench, yes. And I'm gonna set you... I guess we'll set you right there. Let's see, the field guns. Setting up here. Why does it says German Jaeger all the time? Oh, there we go, look at that. Field kills. And machine gunners. We're starting to get some good kills here. I'm hoping the field gun seems to be focusing over here. We're looking at some wonderful concentration of fire on the Serbians. And within no time, we'll force this this redoubt to surrender. Heavy casualties early on though for my side. Yeah, we're up to 50 now with 24 for the enemy. But we're kind of neck and neck now in terms of kills here, where we are doing really well at suppressing this trench. Ooh, that was a good hit. Took them out and forced them to retreat, leaving very few actually in the trench. Continuous fire here going in, destroying what's left of their support. What I want to do now though is we need to move the troops up. So I'm gonna move the two smaller groups up, and then I'm gonna have the other two groups moving this way with the machine guns now facing that way. We're not gonna bombard this area as much now. We're gonna move the howitzers to face that way, and I'm gonna bring these forward to get a bit of better shot on the enemy. I'm a bit annoyed. I keep looking at this one dude. Right, so that's the Serbian gun. A large amount of officers in this one. I'm gonna order 1 and 2 to get closer. And then I'm gonna order 1 and 2 to charge, just because they've got so many officers. At least number 2 has so many officers, so I think they'll do better in actually a straight up charge on the enemy. Gonna get a little bit more spread out here with the lights and the third, and then the machine guns need to move up a little bit. Don't seem to be able to find targets over in this trench, so I'm not entirely sure what the machine guns are looking for over here. Let's move a little bit further forward with 1 and 2, and then I'm going to order them to charge. I want to move the field guns so that they start targeting this area. I'm not too interested in doing any more damage over there. I think that's done, more or less. Machine gun operators now focusing over here. That's good. I'm going to move the guns over here. I'm going to go down, and I'm going to order 1 and 2 to charge. I'm going to go ahead and take a look at that. The guns moving over to the right. And we're now having group 1 and 2 moving forward and taking the trench, what's left of it. It's going in with a shovel here. Ooh, 2 good stabs. That guy gets shot in the face, and the trench is secured. There's no troops really behind, So we've taken that. The group is now turning over to kind of head towards this, which I don't want. I actually want them to continue over here and start suppressing this area. And then meanwhile, we're going back to this area. We've got the guns trained. Not really shooting that much, but then again, they're kind of dug in very well in that trench. We're gonna bring our troops forward. And I think these guns could do well. Maybe if I move them further here and they could find some better targets. And we've got all the machine guns constantly putting down fire here. One of the things about it, they always shoot at the guy it's closest. Where, even when it's clearly not able to hit the bastard. Which is a bit annoying. And that also goes for the straight firing artillery. They're shooting at the closest, but they're just shooting at the guys they can see. So sometimes, obviously, the explosive radius, I imagine, would be able to take someone out, even though they don't have a direct view of it. First and second lost half their troops just in moving there, it seemed. We've got a little bit of a line here we can move up to. Right now, the machine guns are really only doing... the only thing they're really doing is just suppressing the enemy force in the trench. I'm gonna go over here, take a look at these guys. Maybe there's chance for an advance on this. Doesn't actually look like it. Large part of this seemed to have been taken out by artillery. And then loads of them were shot down as well. So there's 26. I'm kind of waiting for reinforcements to turn up. Which, of course, will only happen if we lose enough men. Having the machine guns firing like that is kind of pointless. We're gonna move them closer. Also, the artillery isn't really doing anything either. I wonder if, from this position, they could fire from... Could probably not. If I get them up here, I can fire down upon the main position. Let's try and get up here. Right, let's crest it. And see if we can't get rid of these guys. Okay, so it starts with us losing 2 guys, but then we are able to shoot. Come on, why are you shooting at that guy over there when this guy's standing right there? There's basically no one left in this bloody trench anyways. So that's the MG. Let's get the MG and the guns already situated over here. Since there's only a single soldier, well, 2. There's one hiding under there. Come on. You are free to shoot him, you know. He's standing there just looking at him. Just kind of stupid. Right, get closer then. Here comes the cannons and the machine guns. Oh, now he got stabbed. No, that was someone else that got stabbed. I don't know what the hell is going on there. Machine guns. Get up, and let's get the guns out here as well. Guns and machine guns. Okay, you haven't taken that guy out yet. Is he gonna be the last one just because... We need to cover the advance of the artillery and the machine gun. Is this still alive? I guess I'll have to go out there and shoot him. Move up with the reinforcement. Although that's going to take quite a while. I wish I had my horse so I could run right out there. Oh no, he died. He was stabbed now. Good. Then I don't have to run out all the way out there. Let's take a look. The machine gun set up and the field guns have set up. That should be... What are they doing? Damn, they're spraying all over the place. This is what I want them to do. Like spray all over the place rather than focusing in on a single target. Like if they... What if they quickly switched, constantly quickly switched in between the 5 closest enemies instead of just the 1 closest enemy. Right. Have everything advance on the enemy trench. Field gun, Serbian howitzer killed by field gun. Good hits here. My guns are focusing in on the area right there. We got another good hit. The machine gun's focusing over here, which I don't really like, but we can see constantly here field gun, cannoneer getting good hits on the enemy, scoring those critical hits, silencing their batteries. It would be interesting to see a breakdown similar to what you can see in Total War, where you can see which unit did what, so you could actually see which units are effective and which units which are not. Because these two groups are tired. I'm gonna get the MG forward. I'm gonna set that in a better spot. Just hold your positions then. And oh, because all the reinforcement, these guys are set as the like far flank of the unit. Right. Let's see, I'm setting up the machine guns. Kind of dragging out here in the end. Seems that we've silenced this battery, so it's only these 2 left. I'd set the machine gun battery right here. And see if they want to fire. A little bit from this guy. I think if we get up here, maybe. And more infantry is coming up. Putting down fire. But I'm guessing there's one, yeah, there's one Serbian guy right there, which seemingly we can't get at. Machine gun operator, now we're able to clear out. And then the last guy died. And so we are victorious. Wonderful. The first town has fallen. And for casualties, we've got 10 for our own party, which most of them were routed. And then for allies, 44 kills, 62 wounded, 22 routed, and 69 in total, 59 killed, 7 wounded, 3 routed. I will give it to myself, and I go, oh, apparently I looted 8 pounds as well while we did that. Right, so we've taken control of this. What I'm thinking, since I actually have the... No, that's not what I was supposed to talk to the town. I should be able to go into the headquarters. And I should be able, right, to talk to this guy so we can initiate peace with the foreign power. Let's start with the Russians, see what they want to say. Then do not agree to it. It's always ridiculous sums. I don't know how that is calculated, but that definitely needs some work. Right, so not the Russians. Serbians definitely, but I want to see about, say, Afghanistan. Oh, they will agree. They will agree. Tons of money as always. victory points. I don't know how that's... well, it's counted, really. Ooh, infamy penalty is... I think there's a limit to 150 infamy. Why am I getting so much infamy for making a white peace with Afghanistan? Or a white-ish peace. What if I give you a town? What if I give Afghanistan? I should actually do something like that, because I don't want the Serbian territory. I want that to go to Austria. So why don't I give that to some weak, faraway nation that Austria hates, and or I don't know if Austria hates Afghanistan, but you know what I mean. Anyways, next place up is over here, so we'll head through the mountains and go for that place. And what's this? Routed enemies, Serbian howitzer crew, 3 of them, maybe to get away. Right, anyways, let's head over to the next town for our conquest. I guess I got carried away a little bit with just the time I spent on the political system and so on, and we're roughly at about 30 minutes right now, so I think I will go ahead and end it right here, but unless something really important happen, I'll continue to take Serbian territory, but I'll leave the capital for last. We'll see exactly what we can take from the Serbians. Not necessarily that I want any of this territory, but I think at least we need to curb their expansion and put them back in place, as it were. And then the Austrians will have to deal with them. With that said, it's time to end the episode, so I'll say as I always say, hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and hopefully I'll see you guys for the next one. Bye.